Are these people just realizing, or these people are just pretending? That is one question I keep asking myself. Are they just seeing how these Black Americans are, or they are just pretending? I don't know. I just have this weird feeling that these people are pretending. Welcome back again to the channel, guys. My name is Sonia. If this is the first time tuning in, do what, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. I'll go ahead and roll out the clips I have for you guys so that you guys will see the reason why I actually asked this first question, like, are these people just finding out, or these people are just pretending? But if these people are just finding out, then congratulations to them, because reality is definitely going to hit hard, because no matter what it is, or no matter how long it takes, they can never be white. Credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitches we're going to be having in our today's episode. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you so much to every single one coming back to support my channel. I do not really take you guys for granted. You guys are the best. Mwah. And yes, with that being said, let's dive right into this video just for educational purposes, please. Let's go.
Give us immigration reform and don't treat us like dirt. It's not that hard. We're not asking for much. If anything, this is going to help the economy. And we're not asking for you to kiss the ground that we walk on. Just treat us with a little bit of decency. Just a little bit. It's not that hard. I promise you.
You will never be white. As much as you, a fellow Latino, wants to be in proximity to whiteness, you will never be white. You will never be chosen in that way. As much as you think that you are better than undocumented Latinos because your family came here the right way, or because you're second generation or third generation, or because you either forgot or unaware of the foundation of this country and the fact that immigrants from Europe came here, stole the land from indigenous people, and then literally stole people, and forced them to be slaves, forced them to do labor. So when you think that you want to be in proximity to whiteness because you consider yourself better, think about that. Think about that there is internalized racism in our own community, how there is anti-blackness in our own community, how there is colorism in our own community. Think about those things, because no human being is better than the other because they think that because they have papers that they are better than another human being. A human being is a human being. There is no alien. There is no illegal when it comes to the world, okay? So let me remind you that you will never be white. Oh my gosh, who said that? Who said it? Who said that?
Latinos of all backgrounds. Do y'all not realize black people are not the only people in this country? You got your Chinese Americans, your Japanese Americans, your Korean Americans, your Indian Americans, your Muslim Americans, your white Americans, and your own people. So why in Davy Jones' locker are y'all so pressed and mad at us because we not out protesting? Folks, we did the most effective protesting last November, and the data proves it. We protested when it mattered the most. We were not out here with whole productions talking about some "we will vote for Donald Trump." Y'all was out here with that foolishness, knowing full well, that y'all had a few abuelas, a few tios, tias, mijo, and mijas in your house undocumented. But y'all got y'all behinds on stage talking about some "we will vote for Donald Trump." And you think we supposed to be out here protesting, picket fence in hand, clowning like some monkeys in a zoo? No, sirree bop. We did what we were supposed to do. And y'all put y'all's own community in the position that it's in now. And y'all need to live with it.
Being held accountable by your own kind is the most effective method. The only method that I might place above that is the feel it to learn method, where you got to make them feel it to learn. That's the only other method that I would put above that. But being told about yourself by somebody who looks like yourself, it just hits differently. It's almost like, damn self, you might be onto something. Damn self, damn twin, I gotta listen to you because you look like me. And it's for that reason alone why I gotta leave the Latino community, why I gotta leave the Cuban American community in Florida specifically, why I gotta leave the "I will vote Donald Trump" with this clip. I gotta leave you guys with this clip.
African American community is the only community that has the power in this country to change anything. They are the only one with the experience of civil matter. They are the only one que tenían el esclavo ahí mismitico. They are the only one that are not going to get deported anywhere, and you cannot put them all in jail. So African American community, which is the community that is stepped on by Cubans, the most are the only ones that are going to save the Latinos. And
Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said? Because it's the exact same sentiments that every African American person, every Black American person have been screaming since elections time. The same exact sentiments. And now, because of the bullshit that the Latino community have entered themselves into, literally voting against the same exact group of people that now hold the power of being able to save you. She said it. She said it. See, I knew this. I knew that it's only the African American community, that it's only the Black American community that can save the Latino community from the bullshit that they got themselves into. I knew this. But see, you're not going to listen when I say it. But you'll probably listen when she says it. And the thing about it too, see, technically, I'm a Latina. I'm Haitian. But I'm not the Latina that you're going to listen to. I'm not. That one, though, she is. She is. She has that proximity to whiteness that you guys respect. Right? So now she states that it's only the African American community that can save the Latino community from the bullshit that you guys put yourselves into. And you only are in that because you were so hell-bent on voting against the same exact group, against the interest, the self-interest for that same group of people that now are the only ones that can save you. Look at that, full circle.
For the African American community that has not come out, because it is not. I do. We didn't do shit for them.
I get it. I get it. But I don't.
Me and you support, but in masses, we didn't support anything that was going with them. Latinos look at Cubans specifically. And I'm not gonna talk about any other community because I'm not part of that community, even though I'm a Latina with them. Cubans talk shit about African Americans. Cubans did not support African Americans. Cubans think that they all victimize themselves, all of this, all of that. African Americans are the only ones that are going to save your asses, Latinos. So you better start kissing. If you're going to kiss some ass in this country, you better kiss some Black ass.
Again, it's not coming out of my mouth. She said it. She said it, and she's 100% right. For the I will vote Donald Trump. You guys, y'all got to start kissing some Black ass. Y'all all better get to kissing some Black asses. And right now, the Black asses ain't moving for shit. If it's not for them, they're not moving. They're not moving. So I don't know how you guys gonna make it through. But she just said it. She said it. It's the African American community. It is the Black American community that can save you guys from the bullshit that you are in. And you can think the I will vote Donald Trump. Think them.
I always tell people the day the Latino, African American, Asian, and other communities realize that they share the same oppressor is the day we start winning. But the problem is our communities are divided. For Asian Americans and for African Americans, we probably have one of the worst relationships between any community.
Well, I bet you a lot of Asian Americans too don't, in my experience, don't even realize that if it wasn't for the civil rights movement, there would not be 22 million Asian Americans in this country.
Thank you. What I have been trying to teach the Asian community is like, friends, do you understand that your success, your prosperity, your civil rights that you enjoy right now was paid for with Black blood?
Bro, you came here illegally, so you're getting sent back. Like, I'm not really understanding where I'm supposed to feel bad. Like, it's the law. Like, what? Am I missing something? Like, we also can't do that. We can't go to other countries illegally and just pop up and start working and all of that without things in order, without abiding by their laws. And to be honest, it's a much worse punishment if we end up doing that. I feel like America is being generous. Y'all are getting caught and then being sent by plane or sent by a bus back home. That's pretty generous if you ask me. Like, if I go to Russia and try to pull that off, I might not come home. They might lock me up for 50 years for trespassing. Like, I'm confused. The media is trying to make us feel bad. And they're like, oh, this person was 15 years old. He was a hard-working boy. He was in high school, blah, blah, blah. And he was an illegal immigrant from Guatemala. Bro, you lost me. You lost me. He's illegal. So I'm sorry. Like, that's just what happens. I can't feel bad no more. Everything you said before that is disregarded.
We only want white people here because when we think about refugees who need immediate resettlement, expedited screenings, we usually think about people who are fleeing extreme violence, persecution, famine, war in places like South Sudan, Myanmar, the Congo, not white Afrikaners. See that chartered plane the Trump administration is sending? It's not going to collect refugees that have been sitting in resettlement camps for years, fully vetted, waiting to come to the United States to escape violence. No, it's going to South Africa to collect white people who claim they're being discriminated against. Why would they be getting discriminated against? Probably because they spent generations instituting legalized forms of racial segregation and discrimination called apartheid, aka Stephen Miller's wet dream. See, while the rest of the world after World War II saw that maybe racial discrimination not such a hot idea and favored more policies of integration and away from colonization, Afrikaners doubled down on that shit and instituted apartheid. Although it ended over 30 years ago, the social and economic legacies of apartheid continue today. South Africa is the most unequal country in the entire world, according to the World Bank, with white South Africans earning over 12 times what black South Africans do. But don't worry, we're going to make sure that the white Afrikaners who instituted generations of discrimination and segregation against black people get everything they need to get started here in the United States in their new life.
Hi, my name is Leandro. You guys might know me by this video. And I just want to say something to the Latino population who keeps coming to TikTok and saying, calling out Americans, and specifically black Americans, and being like, why aren't you guys standing up for us? We did it in Black Lives Movement. As an Afro-Latino, myself, we have to hold accountability for our actions. 60% of our people voted for that guy, voted for these deportations. Many of your family members voted for this guy, even though they knew you were maybe LGBTQ, maybe you were trans, maybe you had HIV, maybe you depended on scholarships because now he wants to get rid of the border education, went to public school, right, were undocumented, right? All of these reasons, knowing this guy is literally the representation of white supremacy. The KKK supported this guy. He released the Project 2025 a whole year before the election. And we sat down, we told you what was gonna happen, and you still chose this guy. Okay? Just because he has conservative beliefs, the ones that your grandma and your parents were taught in Latin America, how did that work out for us? How much family trauma do we have for these conservative beliefs in South America and Latin America? A lot, right? A lot. So anytime we speak about liberalism, everybody should have access to healthcare. Everybody, should not be able to be discriminated against based on the color of his skin or his race, even if they have the same qualifications as their white counterpart. Like, is that so wrong? Is that so wrong? I don't think so. But going back to the main topic of Latinos asking Black Americans to stand up for them and help them, and Black Americans are like, you chose that, that is your battle. I approve that message. I approve it. I know I might get flagged for saying this, but it's true. As Latinos, we need to take accountability for our actions. And yes, not all of us voted for that guy, but we need to address the ones that did, call them out, and correct and revalue ourselves. Because just because you do not agree with, reproductive rights or the LGBTQ community, which Kamala Harris did, right? Maybe because you don't agree with that, doesn't mean that this other guy does. Right? Doesn't mean that he's a better option for you, because remember, you're still a person of color. And I know a lot of you light-skinned Latinos or white Latinos who, honestly, you're not white American passing. And even if you are and you have an accent like mine, as soon as you open that mouth, you're done. You're done. So, I just want to let you guys know that we need to do something. And there's no one else to blame than us. Hope this helped.
Mexican family voted for Trump. My mother, who was born in Mexico, who came here because of my grandpa, voted for Trump. My sister, who was born in Tijuana, and her husband, who were born in Tijuana, they voted for Trump. My other sisters voted for Trump. And I'm so upset. I'm so upset about everything that's going on right now. I'm like literally in tears because I'm like constantly seeing everything that's going on out there. I'm just so bothered. I can't believe this is happening. Even US citizens at this point who are minorities are being grabbed and kidnapped, not even by ICE at this point. It's random racist people. Everybody is in danger right now. Everybody. I know people who are US citizens who look like minorities and they're in danger. I'm not even allowing my niece right now on the bus or in certain situations because she looks Hispanic and I'm not gonna put her in a situation where something can happen. And if you are happy that these things are happening, I really hope you go to therapy. I really hope that you heal because the lack of empathy is wild. I cannot believe that children are in handcuffs. They're being ripped apart from their family. Children in all these places are getting taken and it's just like I'm constantly in tears and I'm like shocked. I literally almost sent my family a group chat of like all these screenshots of like, you voted for this, even though I don't speak to them because I'm so disgusted. And I hate these wannabe Christian MAGA fake people who are okay with all of this behavior. I hope that you are critically thinking right now and you finally humble yourself and you can finally see that everything that's happening right now is not okay. And it has not been okay for many different reasons, not just even this immigration that's happening right now.
I'm just going to say something that needs to be said among Latinos, among the Latino community, especially among Chicano community, Mexican Americans, Latino Americans, okay? If it wasn't for Black culture, Black people, Black communities, Black leaders, Black artists, Black music, all of it, if it wasn't for that, we would have an entirely different experience in the United States. Here's the difference between Black folks and Latino folks. The Black people in America, their ancestors fought for the rights that we all get to fucking enjoy right now. So many Latinos act like white folks just decided to give Latinos rights, just decided to let Latinos vote, just decided to put laws in place so that you could buy property. If it wasn't for Black leaders, Latinos wouldn't even be able to bring their kids to a public school. We have a lot of the privileges that we have today because of the Civil Rights Act, because of the Fair Housing Act, because of Voting Rights Act, which for those of you Latinos who voted for Trump, you're welcome. If you are Latino, you better recognize the gift that we were just handed from Black people. So it actually makes sense that more Latinos voted for this president because you didn't have to work for the rights that you were just handed. And don't worry, I will be talking about immigration too, but for right now, I just want to give Black people their flowers. I want to give Black artists their flowers. I want to give Black culture their flowers because if it wasn't for them, I would not be who I am. Happy, beautiful, beautiful Black History Month from this Latina and most Latinos that have common sense.
To the Latinos that voted for him, you will never, and I repeat, never be white. You will never be accepted as one of them, and you certainly are not exempt from the racism that is this racist-ass regime. When that lady put in her post, alligators' lives matter, and she mentioned a number, that number being 65 million. Do you know how many Latinos are in the United States? Approximately 65 million, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. Approximately 60 plus million people. So guess what? They weren't just talking about the illegal immigrants, because data actually says that there are 10 to about 12 illegal, undocumented folks in the United States. They're talking about you. They're talking about people like us, because we are not exempt from the racism that is rooted in what these people believe in, and frankly, the foundation of this country that was built on the stealing of land from indigenous people by immigrants that came here from Europe. But when you think that you are better than an immigrant because your family came here the right way, remember that this land was actually stolen from day one. So when you think that you are better because you're second generation or third generation because you've been an American for a longer amount of time, I hope that you never have to experience a time where you have to flee a country for your own safety or that of your family. So when you think that you are somehow not going to be affected by any of this, when you think that you don't have to care, what happens if you are next? What happens if it's someone that you personally know? And I know already because we've seen it. We've seen the clips of people that supported him, diehard supporters that are now crying on the news because their family members are getting deported and they thought that they would never be impacted. You see, in this country, so many people lack empathy. They are unwilling or somehow unable to think beyond themselves, and then we run into these situations. Wake up. The proximity to whiteness isn't serving you and it's not serving the community. You have to recognize what is happening because ultimately they're not just going after criminals. And all of this is connected to so many things that impact our community and frankly are holding us back, like anti-blackness and colorism and internalized racism. And if you think that these are woke words, look them up and you will realize what exists, what has existed in our community for a very long time. And I say all of this because there are so many people that have fallen to the false prophets of the world, and I need us as a community to come together and wake up. So if you're wanting more of this type of content, follow for more because we need to have this conversation.
Question is for anybody who is Mexican American, Chicano, Hispanic, Latino, whatever, however you identify, it's all the same to me. Doesn't matter. So if you're within that community or if you're just watching, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Okay, I'm about to ask you a question. You let me know your honest, truthful opinion. Okay, my question is very straightforward. Don't make it complicated. Don't go over the top. Answer is yes or no. If you want to explain after yes or no, that's fine. But first answer with yes or no. And my question is this. If all of the migrant workers are deported, would you, your family, or any of your friends sign up to take their jobs? For example, such jobs as becoming farm workers, day laborers, collecting fruits, vegetables, doing all that, assembly line and production, janitorial positions, cleaning, becoming housekeepers, maids, and other services like gardening or even becoming a handyman, or any other stereotypical migrant worker job. Now let me know down in the comments if you would or if you wouldn't. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting conversation.
I have a lot of people in the comments talking about, why are you just talking about African Americans? Why are you just asking for our support? Why are you not asking white people? Why are you not asking Asian people? If it's not clear by now, they have never been part of the fight. And that's not to come for you guys, but the majority is not the minority, right? Black and brown are the minority in this country. We have had a lot more issues than any other race in this country. So, by default, you would kind of think like we would stand together, having a history of so much oppression. And, I'm not trying to discredit anybody else, but we have both been through a lot. This is not even a topic of conversation. Once y'all get over the fact that it's not a race thing, because there's only one race, and that is the human race. And if you guys want to continue to put us in separate teams, then we are never going to fix the problem.
You guys put yourselves in a separate race from us. Hispanics, Latinos have always made it clear that they are not the blacks. Me no black, me no black, me no black. What about Native Americans? The so-called Native Americans? Y'all actually look a lot alike, to be quite honest. How come you ain't calling on them? Aren't they a minority? Asians are not a minority. The math just is not mathing with this one. You know what it is? What it all boils down to? What people never want to admit is that Black American people have always fought and we have always prevailed. No matter if y'all want to say we on the bottom or what, we got ourselves out of shackles. It was not just because some white man one day woke up and said, oh, I think I want to let my slaves free. I think I want to let go of my free labor. Clearly that was not the case because look at what followed with Jim Crow. The most lynchings happened in America after so-called slavery was abolished. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, we've always fought and we've always prevailed. You might not want to call us victors or winners, but we've always prevailed. I'll use that word. That's the operative word. And y'all all recognize that.
I'm glad that y'all keep calling on us because y'all know who we are. Deep down inside, y'all know that we put boots to the motherfucking ground. Where them fans at? Whoa, 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 I got my boots on the ground. Y'all know we get shit done. Y'all know we make noise. But what I don't like is that y'all are being so disingenuous and making it seem like we've always had this solidarity and this unity amongst us when you all in your own communities have anti-blackness that you have yet to address in your own communities. The Afro-Latin community is underrepresented. They face discrimination, racism, colorism. And y'all take those same ideas and ideologies, and when y'all migrate here, y'all bring that with y'all. And y'all try to treat us like the same way y'all treat the black folk in y'all's countries, respectively. But instead of calling on us, why don't you call out the people that's actually doing these things to you? White people have helped us too to fight during the civil rights movement. More so than Latinos and Hispanics. Like, let's just keep it real. Why not call on them? Why not call on white people to be allies with you? This is very, very interesting. And I don't want anybody to get maimed or pap-out with a rubber bullet. I don't like the footage that I've seen of people getting ran over by cars. It's very, very unfortunate. I'm not sitting up here saying that doesn't... I have empathy. But I don't want to be out there getting shot. I don't know. Anyways. What do y'all want us to do? That's it. Let me ask. What do y'all want us to do? For the ones that keep saying, where's the black people with? What exactly do y'all want us to do? Spread love is the Brooklyn way. I hope everything works out.
These people do not just want to be accountable. These people do not just want to see the points where black people are coming from. But the only thing they want to be saying is, why are the black people that supporting us? Why are they not voting? Or you see some of them come out and be like, I know that the only people that can actually save us is black Americans. I know that the only people that can actually help us is black Americans. I know that the only people that can actually wash our sins away and clean our eyes and make our tears disappear is black Americans. Faffo for you. You're finding out the wrong way, to be honest, because these people that have actually literally put themselves out there just because they actually want you to see reasons why this particular place you're going is not the right place before you rejected it, are no longer ready to give you all of that self-pity that you so desire or that you so want. And let's just be honest, do I really support what black Americans are doing? Yes, I do. Yes. You cannot keep fighting for someone that don't want to fight for his or herself. Do you get? You know that some of your people are illegal immigrants. You know that some of your people were not documented. You know that some of your people will definitely get deported before you did it. Some of you did it because you think it will not affect you. And now at the end of the day, it's not only affecting those people that you think, it is also affecting you as an individual. So since it's affecting you as an individual now, it is in your place for you to take the pain, for you to take the shame, for you to take the reproach, and then move. So stop coming out here to clap for black Americans and think that, oh, we are clapping for them, thinking that they are coming. They are not saviors. They are not. And I'll keep charging my black Americans people, please mind your business. Mind your community. Mind your people. Because at the end of the day, no matter what you throw out for these people will still come back and still be ungrateful as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, if the palm-colored people can actually go to any extent just because they want people that look like me not to get reparation and so on and so forth, what do you think other races would do? Do you think that when you're done going out for them, when you're done protesting for them, when you're done showing up for them, do you think they're going to be showing up for you back? Do you think so? They are not. They are not. Because when you see people that actually feel remorse, you definitely know, these people are actually feeling remorse right now because they are finding out the wrong way. I posted a video where some of them were even crying, apologizing, begging blacks that they are so sorry no matter what happened, and so on and so forth. I'm not saying black people should not forgive them. Do not get me wrong, because like I said, in this page, we do not support violence, right? I'm not saying black people should not forgive them, but what I'm saying is, in as much as black people want to forgive them, in as much as black people want to unite with them, in as much as black people want to see them as their brothers, as if they so wish, they should also know that these people might turn up one day to still repeat the same mistake that they have literally just done. That's the honest truth. How many people do you think are willing to change from their past? I will even keep saying it. If you still give these people chance, I actually, let me even, before I even say that, I actually saw someone that is a Latino as well that did a video, and the person was like, I don't care, even if it is me, if I'm illegal here, they should deport me. I don't care. My family is safe. My family is this. Not knowing that her grandfather is an illegal immigrant. Until when ICE agents came in to wipe off his axe. And before you know, they started crying. She came online to cry, echo, oh my God. And she didn't know that her grandfather, blah, 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 so on and so forth. She regret voting. She regretted what she said. You can see the comment section so choked that day. To be honest, I also laughed in the comment section. I told her this is just the beginning. Because when her videos were flying, her video flight to my FYP. Do you get? So when these people are doing things and they're not seeing the vision or the future of what they are doing, they decide to use their own hand. They decide to use their own mouths to create problem for themselves. As far as I'm concerned, let anybody carry his cross. Let the owner of evil load carry their load. I'm not supposed to carry your load for you. Just like the way I'm filming my content. Nobody will actually come and sit down here to film a content for me. If I don't want to film, my channel will be there. Do you get? So it's the same thing as the palm-colored people. After the people that look like me went into all of that stress, were forcefully enslaved, were forcefully brought, and so on and so forth. Just come on, give them what is theirs. Is not a problem. But mind you, a lot of people has just been settled. A lot of people have been settled, right? Their enslavers have been settled. Wow, how dare you settle my enslavers, but me, you cannot settle me. Like, tell me where that part of wickedness is coming from. Do you get? So what makes you think that if you go out now for these Latinos coming out now to cry, coming out now to realize, coming out now to regret, coming out now to beg, coming out now to clap because they just want to clap? Anytime I see that video, I get just so pissed off. You're clapping because now you're saying that these people are savior or what? What are you clapping for? When you were supposed to clap and do what you're supposed to do, what happened to you? Why can't you just clap when you were supposed to clap? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So a lot of things is really happening that a lot of people need to realize, open up their eyes, and then know their right direction. Especially, I'll keep saying it, especially as a Black American person, you need to know your stand. You need to know where you are. You need to know your size. You need to know that not everybody that will come up here and laugh and chat with you are your friends, as far as I'm concerned. Yes. So it is hard for you to see the genuine ones out there. It is hard for you to see those ones that will be like, I got your back, you got my back, come, let me got your back. When the time comes for problem, everybody will be like, face your own, let me face my own. So when it's coming to the Black community, Black communities should go and fight their battles alone. They should go and do their thing alone. They should go and progress alone or fail alone. But when it comes to another community or another race, they want Black community to be up and doing. They want Black community to show up. They want Black community to do this and do that. Like, this is not fair. And I hope a lot of them start realizing. Some are already realizing, because you will see some of them do a video and they will tell you that we do not deserve any credit. We do not deserve Blacks to actually come to our rescue. We do not deserve Blacks to actually protest. We do not deserve Black people to actually come and do anything with us. Because why? When they were doing theirs, we never showed up. When they were doing theirs, we never cared. When they were doing theirs, we never spoke. Anyways, let me know what you think about this in the comment section, guys. Let me know your opinion. I would love to get your honest opinion in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do what? Subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. Like I said, this is just for educational purpose, not to come here to bash anyone. I stand a chance to be corrected, so feel free to correct me in the comment section. And credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitches used in today's episode. And yes, with that being said, guys, do not touch the die. Come back for more video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye for now. I love you. Mwah.